Hey, in this video today I'm going to show you how to build a home podcast studio. I'm going to show you 3 different things throughout the video. I'm going to show you the before and after of my home setup, what it looked like before. It was very cramped, very small. It's still small, but it's a little less cramped. I'm going to show you the after, which you can kind of see behind me. I'm also going to show you 2 different setups. A beginner setup for under €200/dollars and a more advanced setup using the Rodecaster Pro equipment behind me. And I'm also going to share right at the very end my 3 tips for getting the most professional sounding podcast studio at home. First, let's jump back 3 weeks ago to when I started this. So I'm going to rebuild my home podcast studio. What you see now is how I've had it for the last year. It's good, but it's not great. The problem is there's no space. I'm going to show you a clip now, and this is going to show you exactly the problem I have. So you come in, the desk is right in front of you, you've got your light on the right hand side, and it's just too tight. It's too claustrophobic. The desk is too small, so that every time I have to do a podcast, I have to take everything off the desk and I have to move it onto the floor. I'm going to take all this stuff out now, so cue the time lapse. Okay, the easy part is done. The room is empty. This is what we're looking at. So we're looking just at an empty space, not much to see really. So this is where, that's the new desk. It's gonna go right there. So let's get busy. And now for the dreaded instructions. Roll the cool montage, hopefully, with me putting this together. So this is it, the big reveal, the final home podcast studio. Let's run through everything that's here so you can copy this exact setup yourself. I'm going to give you everything, every single cost. Also, bear in mind, it's quite expensive. I've been doing this for a little bit of time. I'm also going to share with you a beginner setup after this, which is under €200/dollars. So here we go. I'm going to have to read this because there's so many. The Rodecaster Pro, that's everything you see here. That's the box, the mics, the stands. I got 2 stands, 2 mics, and I also got these arms so I can set up the pod. This is what I normally use. I use the stands then if I'm doing, voiceovers and stuff like that. So that was €1,106. That's the most expensive thing, but it's worth investing in. The second thing is the screen behind me from Aldi. That was €99. That's pretty good. Chair, which I think is pretty cool. That is €60. I picked that up secondhand on a local forum here in Ireland. Then the next thing I'm going to share with you, this is a great trick and I recommend you get these. I have 2 massive whiteboards behind the camera. So as I'm filming a pod or a YouTube video, I'm able to glance straight behind, so it looks like I'm looking straight through the camera, but behind I will have prompts and I'll have questions for guests, and they're just really handy because it'll save you having to look down at a notebook or something like that. The desk was €250 from Ikea. Everything I list from here on is all from Ikea. So the desk was €250. It's really good so far. It's nice and big, fits everything you need. The lamps, €29 and €18 here and here. The pads, the little work pad, that was €6. That's well worth getting actually. It stops things sliding around. The shelves, which I'm going to show you now above my head, I got 3 of those because, as I said to you already, it's quite tight in here. So I needed a little bit of extra space, so I put it way up high. They were €25 each, so €75 total. I then also got a step so my short arse can actually reach the shelves. They were €25 as well. The boxes, the little storage boxes which you see on the shelves, they were €13 each. We got 3 of those. And we also got a little trolley, which I'm going to show you now, and that was €39. That just stores all your kind of cables and all the kind of stuff that you won't be using every day, but you do need at hand. So in total, the whole podcast rebuild cost me €1,806. So not bad, but pretty expensive. Now I'm going to share with you how you can set up a beginner setup for under €200. Let's run through really quickly what you need as a beginner. At the heart of your studio is going to be your microphone, of course. This is the one I recommend. It's a Blue Yeti microphone. Costs about £120, €140, or I think $140 as well. You can get them from Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. Why I recommend this microphone, above everything, it's simple to use. As a beginner, keep everything as simple as possible. You don't want things going wrong. This connects directly into your USB right here, and also has a headphone slot. Very simple to use, quite durable, quite resistant, and the sound quality is very good. The second thing you need, and we talked about a little bit there, headphones. These connect directly into the bottom of your Blue Yeti microphone, and then you can hear exactly what you're recording. Very important as a beginner, because you'll hear there'll be all this stuff going on in the background. Someone might be tapping the tables, there might be noise outside. You won't hear that normally to your naked ear, or if you do, it'll kind of filter it out. With the headphones, it'll tell you exactly what it's recording onto your laptop. That is the third thing you need. You just need a basic laptop. If you've got a Mac, you'll already have GarageBand installed. If you've got a PC, highly recommend using Audacity. So that's my home studio. That's the kit I have. As you can see, it's all pretty simple and it's pretty easy to start your own podcast at home. Finally, my last 3 tips. These are the most important for starting your own podcast studio at home. Number 1, pick your space carefully. You only need a small area. Let me show you exactly what I mean. This is my room, 6 foot by 10 foot, like we talked about already. Here's the difference between recording in a small area with carpet on the floor and some soundproofing around me versus this. This is where most people would record. This is their sitting room or kitchen or hall. Wooden floors, hard surfaces all around them, and big high ceilings. Makes the audio really echoey and really kind of noisy. Can you hear the difference? Let's jump back. So now we jump back to the studio. The second tip is this. Foam sound insulation. Get it really cheap off Amazon. I think I got this for maybe $50/euro for like a big tube of it. And you literally stick this to your wall and it helps massively with sound insulation. They're not mandatory, but they are help and they are very cheap. And the final tip is just to get started. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need your own home studio. Just pick a small area in your house, make sure it's quiet, and just get going. I wish you every success in your own podcast journey. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. Link me to your own podcast. Let me know what it's about. If you like this video, you can watch my other video about unboxing the Rodecaster Pro here, and you subscribe to my channel here. I'll see you next week for a new video.